everybody. So we're going to start in the garden going forward now because the basement's quite literally done. There will be some projects going on later in there, but we'll start going through everything that's actually growing pretty well, which this cucumber plant is. So hopefully we'll start seeing some fruit coming through, but right now it's just flowers. But we are seeing some fruiting of the peas, which is nice. Hopefully we'll get some nice peas this year. The ones that are shaded here against the fence are doing well. This strawberry plant, not seeing much life in it yet, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, we've got some items that we still need to get going. Unfortunately, some of the stuff isn't doing very well, like this spinach plant. It's a New Zealand spinach, not doing well. Same with this one here. Hopefully they bounce back. This one just completely died, so I'll just plant another seed and see how that goes. It's completely done. We do have the legs of green onion coming through. Hopefully we'll start seeing some more of those. And these watermelons, which we had to get from a store, unfortunately, because the ones that we had got eaten by the pill bugs, which is nice. Again, we got some peas fruiting here. Got some peas coming through. We've got some cucumbers, pickles doing pretty good over here too. And then over here we've got the popcorn growing. We've got some tomatoes. We've got some more beets, and we're definitely going to have some carrots popping through. I don't know where they are at the moment, but we will see some. As well as eggplant, which is doing decent. The leeks are doing very well here. We've actually got some bok choy that's starting to grow pretty nice here, and we do actually have some joy that's still staying alive and it's growing with the ground cherries. So the ground cherries are starting to come through good, so that'll be an exciting one this year. And then we've got a nice blanket of cucumbers growing here. We need to get them to spread out a bit, so we'll see how that goes. The tomatillo's doing decent. This one's doing much better. This is the one that I grew from seed. These are store-bought, these two. Oh, and just as I do that, I get caught. These two are store-bought, which, you know, they're doing okay. I think I need to fertilize this bed a bit more because we've got this guy. To me, it looks like that's dying, so we'll see how that goes. And we need to get rid of this tree that's coming through from the other side of the fence. We'll speak to the neighbour, see if we can get that done. If you want to look, we've got some corn and beans here that are doing pretty well. So these are actually soybeans, so we didn't get any of those last year, hoping that we get some this year. And this is actually bantam corn, so again, that's nice corn that we like. We've had that before. So hopefully I'll get some of that. We've got some pests going on the cucumbers here, which aren't doing too well. I think, again, we've got pill bugs eating those, and I think the sun's making these guys not grow too good on this side, the peas. So we'll see how that goes. But the zucchini is doing decent, as well as the tomato plants here, doing fairly decent. And we've got a nice little bell pepper growing here, which is good. Ignore the mess in here. I've been using this as a junkyard for the moment. So these two pots, this guy, I'm just using this as a kind of mulch for the moment, keep the soil nice and wet. And then we'll be planting another one of the tomato plants. We're going to give it a try, maybe in a small pot like this, see how it goes. Got some zucchini growing nice and big here as well, and I'm going to try a different trellising method this year with a couple of these bamboos looped like this to control it, see how that goes. And then again, same over here, we've got some tomatoes, we've got some corn. This is different corn, this is dent corn. And again, we've got peas at the back here which look like they're drying out. Looks like they're not really going to give much because they're not shaded, but we'll see. And then the cantaloupe is still going nice and strong here. I've raised it up so the pill bugs don't eat it, because they have been, so hopefully they survive, but we'll see. It's a game of survival this year with this mulch that I put down, which I'm not going to use next year. Other than that, we've got the blueberry plant that we bought. Going to see how that goes, and I'm actually going to place that. I'm looking to place it over here, get some wood put it in between the beds at the back, because we don't really need that space at the back. We just need to be able to walk in and get around, so we utilize that space. That's what this channel is really about, is we're short on space, let's utilize as much as we can. But this, obviously, because I'm going to have to overwinter it in the garage, the lime plant, I'm actually going to have to keep in a pot, so I'm likely going to use this nice big pot to do so. Maybe the one with the dead blueberry plant there and this dead one here. I'm not happy with those, but that's how things go sometimes. So thanks very much for watching so far. We'll go to the balcony and we'll see what's going on up there. Okay, out to the balcony, and first thing we'll see here is we've got this cherry tomato plant and it's going absolutely crazy. Now, I see a lot of videos where people are saying you want to pinch it back, you want to control the growth. That way you'll get much bigger, tastier tomatoes. I never do with my tomato plants, and especially the smaller ones like the cherry tomatoes. As you can see, we've already got a lot of flowers growing here, so fruit's going to follow suit soon. I just let it go crazy. I'll pinch it back if it starts touching the wall or leaning over, getting too heavy. Other than that, I'll let it grow to what I can do. Similar with the peas that we've got here. They're growing not out of control, but you know, bigger than you would normally want on a balcony. But again, we're going to trellis it. We're going to get the makeshift trellises and let it climb up there. It'll be on its way out soon anyway, once this guy starts giving us a lot more heat, which is coming in Canada here and in Ontario, at which point we're going to have the peanuts take over, take charge. We're going to have the peas die back. We're going to have the spinach, which we've been eating a bit of. We're going to have that likely die back as well. And then same with this pot. We're going to have the same thing happen. Once the peas and spinach dies down, we're going to have the peanuts take charge, which we've got 2 plants there. I was hoping for a third one here, but it didn't quite make it. And then we've got the likes of the strawberries here, which are going to be all throughout the season. So we'll have strawberries going through there, and then we're just going to wait for some little runners. I'm not seeing any at the moment. Once we start seeing runners come from this, we're going to propagate into these little holes as we go from there. And then we've got the strawberries again up here. Got some nice little strawberries growing here. Likely my son will be eating those soon, more than likely for dessert tonight. And we've got some here, but again, with this straw, it looks like something's eating these strawberries. So, just gonna see what happens with that. Got some herbs growing through from here. So we've got some green onions, I believe, and some coriander growing through. And again, I'm gonna have more strawberries growing through here. Got a nice big bad one over here. And we're just trying to get them to propagate. I'm just using this at the moment because it's got the good reach, but at some point it will be going into these holes. And similar over here, we've got this one where we're just trying to get the roots to grow through. There was a root. It's kind of growing. It's not doing very well at the moment. It keeps on popping out of the place it's meant to be. So I just need to keep on putting soil up at the top, just so it kind of stays in place. The problem is that we've got is all the soil keeps on moving further down when I water it in the morning. So just need to get your hands dirty and just cover it here and let that wet soil do the work. And then just got some tomatoes growing through here. This one's the sweetie, it's going to take its time. And then again, some strawberries, and I believe I did see a runner on this one. Yeah, right here, I believe. Oh no, thought that was runner. It's not. It's a dead strawberry. Well, flower. So yeah, once we see runners again, oh, we've got a weed, so we need to take those weeds out. But once we get a runner or two, we're going to start putting them in here. Further from that, what we're going to likely be doing in the next video, I'm going to show you the project I've got on the side of my house over there. Until then, you can have a quick look at my wife's flower garden. I'm not really into the flowers that much, but you know, it's good for the pollinators, so great. So yeah, next video we'll look at the side of the house and we'll see the sunflowers and some flowers that I planted there just for repelling things from that area. So yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. and we'll have a video for you next week.